ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Chill Prison Podcast, Episode 8. I just actually enjoyed a beautiful acoustic piece.
Oh, man.
It's super good. Dude, it put me in a really sentimental mindset.
And I don't even know. Oh, God.
It's so wholesome.
So if you heard the last episode, you heard me talking about a song that I listened to for 14 hours straight on repeat.
Before you get too deep into that, go ahead and pour us a drink. What's our new brew review today, Russ? What's going on?
I'll get into it in just a sec. 1, 2, or 3?
3 for sure.
Okay.
So
I pulled literally the first one out that I...
Not the third?
I literally didn't...
the 3 had no bearing on his decision?
Yeah, the number didn't mean anything. So what is that so I can pull out one for me? Because it's a variety pack.
Okay. So it's usually either alphabetical for me or...
Oh, I don't care. I'm never going to do the thing you do. I'm just going to do it at random.
You little wuss.
But I did grab the same one I grabbed for you.
Dude, I've had this one before. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, is an Austin East Ciders. This isn't a new brew review for me. I've had this one, and it is amazing.
So
it's pineapple, a pineapple cider.
Yeah, so it's a cider. I just literally saw these at Target while I was there getting trash bags, and I was like, I might as well have something.
This is a good choice.
This podcast is also, not only is it like just the best thing for me instead of therapy, but it's also an outlet for me to be an alcoholic. So, speaking of therapy,
I didn't crack it. Give me your can.
So I grabbed something just in case, and yeah. So that's that sounds good.
I like that a lot.
I like me a cider.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cider?
So far, it's been Strongbow.
Really, I don't know if I've had that.
You will.
So I've had, I've had obviously Reds Apple Ale, which I guess is that even a cider?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
definitely
insane.
a cider.
And then
it's
I've
like
had
the Budweiser of ciders, though.
So like that's what I really started on. My first drink. Pretty sure my first drink was a Reds Apple Ale, and then my second drink was a shot of Jameson.
Wait, alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one to start with, dude.
Well, it's easy.
Super easy.
I was with a mutual friend that I had with some other friends. Mutual friend. You don't know this person. We were at his house. He was 21 at this point. He was a lot older than me and my other friends, and he introduced me to alcohol and marijuana.
What a degenerate.
Which I no longer smoke because of my job, sadly. But, yeah, Reds was my first one. And then right after I finished my first bottle of Reds, he made me do a shot of Jameson. I thought I was going to die.
Jameson is like the least aggressive whiskey I've ever tried.
It was the first fucking whiskey that I've ever had.
That's fair.
And now it's my favorite fucking whiskey.
That's so rare. Usually it scars you.
No. Well, for the longest time, I didn't realize what it was. But I was like...
The least of evils?
Yeah, every time I have it, I'm like, I remember laying down in this guy's bathroom every time I take a shot of this.
And you remember it fondly.
Yeah, it must have been this. Also, like, his last name was an extremely Irish last name. It was so Irish that, like, you'd know...
McGinnis?
Just by hearing their last name. That
was it Terry McGinnis?
No. I'm not going to say it because...
You drink with the Batman?
I'm not going to say it because I know that more listeners from that town may be listening, so I don't want to get the name out there. But very Irish last name. So Irish that you know that the only whiskeys allowed are Irish whiskeys.
In their household.
Yeah. So yeah, but he...
Otherwise they'll use the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah. Listeners, do you know what the rule of thumb is? The rule of thumb...
It's terrible.
That, you know, when you say, well, the rule of thumb is, do you know what you're referring to? Because I do. It sucks. So the rule of thumb, I don't know what the the geographical origins are.
It might be. I think it's Irish. I'm pretty sure it's Irish.
I'm not trying to be racist, but I really thought it was like an African.
No.
I guess
no,
listeners,
pretty sure
I guess
it's Irish.
guess I'm racist. So you might be right. I know it's extremely old.
Yes.
But the rule of thumb is when your wife cheats on you or does something.
No, it's not even cheats. If she does anything that you disagree with.
The rule of thumb is basically the width of rod stick diameter
cannot be in excess of the diameter of your thumb.
Yeah, so for regular people who don't understand science language, it basically can only be as thick as your thumb at which you can beat your wife with.
Yeah, and if the second it becomes thicker than your thumb, it's considered domestic abuse. But before that, you're just handling a household matter, like sweeping your fucking porch off. It's the same thing.
So at least they had rules about it. They didn't want you to go into excess.
Oh my goodness! I'm sure that the listeners are gonna have some coat hanger stories.
That was Jesus Christ. We're not even a
coat hanger. Fucking killed my younger sister.
That's so how fucking small is your sister's husband's fucking thumb if he was only using a coat hanger?
That was an abortion joke.
I got it, but I was trying to divert so we don't get demonetized.
Sorry, guys. Gross.
No, yeah, so that's fucked up.
But
welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Love you guys. Hey, also, I guess circling back to the thing, I got all up in my feels with the acoustic rendition of Song for the Weekend or whatever.
It's called something. It's a song. It's called A Song About the Weekend by.
Has nothing to do with the weekend.
No, well, no. It's by A Day to Remember. It is, and it's the acoustic version. The non-acoustic version is subpar at best.
This is a good drink.
I wouldn't know because I haven't gotten to it yet.
Whose fault is this?
I don't know.
Russell, fix it. He's still on his Guinness / Twisted Tea half. Ladies and gentlemen, I kept it to myself, but I started Twisted Tea. It's a brisk with alcohol. It's so good. We did
Twisted Tea 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's super good.
Into that suds.
Yeah, you need to Twisted Tea is the one you should pour into the Guinness.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the best match of all of them. Hold on, let me fucking team effort this real quick.
Yeah, reach around.
So I definitely took way more than half on that one.
No, that's fine.
I apologize.
We record at least 2 episodes at a time, so we're still in the same recording as last episode, and last episode I told you guys I did a shot beforehand. It wasn't that powerful a shot. It was just fucking, what's the one that's orange? Jaeger? Orange. Green.
It's Jaeger.
I did a shot at Jaeger, because, again...
Licorice schnapps.
Yeah, black licorice schnapps.
My apologies.
Do you know what the flavor of black licorice is?
Anise, star anise.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got. I have so much just random bullshit
racist?
knowledge.
I don't know where. I think licorice comes from Germany. It sounds German.
Probably. I don't know.
Is it racist that the worst flavor of licorice? First of all, it's derived from something that sounds like anus, and it's black. You'd be the expert on this because you're darker than I am by a lot.
I don't know, man. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't think it's racist. I'm gonna give it a pass.
Here's a segment. Here's a segment. Is this actually racist or is it a racist coincidence?
All right.
All right.
We just
so let's. All right. To get us off on this segment that I just came up with.
No, I'm sentimental. No. No. You need to hear what I need. I'm in my feels right now. Okay. So I just thought about my grandkids' kids inheriting one of my instruments, one of my guitars.
Because of the song that I played.
Because of the song that you played. I was like, man, they're making this fucking acoustic guitar rip. It sounds so good. They're playing it like an electric guitar.
Kevin Scaff, the lead guitarist of A Day to Remember. He was in Rolling Stone's on the cover, Rolling Stone magazine, around 2015, 2016 as that year's best guitarist. Now, I don't believe that. Sinister Gates is the best guitarist. He's the guitarist for Avenged Sevenfold.
It's accurate. This is just a factual statement.
Yeah, I mean, literally his dad, the title that his dad goes by is the guitar guy. So
you've seen his credits in Avenged Sevenfold albums, right?
Who, the guitar guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's
does.
Papa Gates.
Yeah,
Sinister Gates' dad,
yeah.
Brian Hayner Sr. and Jr.
I mean, he's
Papa Gates.
He's amazing.
He is a papa.
But yeah, I mean, it
he was just brought up playing guitar since he was like an infant.
But let's not diverge. Kevin Scaff, the lead guitarist of A Day to Remember, is
Guitarist of the Year.
Guitarist of the Year or whatever year it was, I think. I just remember seeing him in one of those things. Anyway, he was, I actually just looked at it. No, I didn't. Anyway, Homesick, one of their albums, was featured in Rolling Stone's top 40 that month. I guess it pulled up on their wiki. Kevin Scaff is one of the best acoustic coverers of music. I don't know how to explain that. So
he plays it with such control that you would assume that it was an electric guitar.
It's not just him, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can't remember. It's not just him. It's him and Joshua Woodard. Joshua Woodard being the
guitar too.
Can't be right. It's either Joshua Woodard or Neil Westfall.
Dude, you better get your facts straight.
I know.
They're gonna stab you when they see you in an alley.
So actually, if we're getting deep, one time so I can't remember this guy's name, but one time I sent somebody I followed on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, back in like 2014 when I was just a baby boy 2 years ago or whatever.
Baby Russ.
It's posted a picture of them, the entire band, at a show.
Mm.
And I recognized that name as somebody who was in the band. And so I sent that guy a message saying, basically, you guys saved my life, which, as corny as that is, they kept me going, at least, because I hit some really low points. A really, really cheesy message, basically. And, or maybe it may not have been a message. I may have actually, it may have been a picture that I posted, and then in the caption of the picture on Instagram, I had tagged each member of the band. So I thought, but the one of the members that I tagged, I basically discluded the bassist and included a photographer.
Oh, no.
And the photographer commented on it, which also is kind of weird, and said, actually, I'm not actually in the band. You're talking about this guy.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Like, I did the most corny fucking heartfelt jerk-off post about how this band made me not commit suicide.
You didn't even know the members' names?
And I didn't know the members' names. I do know all the members' names. I just can't remember for sure if Neil or Josh is... One of them is the bassist, one of them is the
guitarist?
Rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
I do know that the rhythm guitarist, I can picture in my head. I just
know the exact face.
Yeah, I'm just
like I'm looking at your expressions.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you know the dude's face.
Yeah, I know his fucking tattoos.
Intimately.
I know his fucking tattoos. He's got the fucking pyramid on the dollar bill. You know what I mean? He's got
Illuminati business.
Yeah, he's got the Illuminati thing on his fucking on the top of his hand.
Yeah.
He's on his knuckles, both knuckles. It says Blink 182.
Nice.
I know him. Like, I feel like on a personal level. It's not it's so disrespectful. I know that the drummer's name is Alex Shellnut. I know that the singer's name is Jeremy McKinnon.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Kevin Scaff is the lead guitarist. I just can't remember if Neil Westfall is the lead guitarist of the bassist, and I can't remember if fucking Josh Woodard is the lead guitarist or the bassist.
That's a weird mix. You would normally associate the rhythm guitarist with like the bass guitarist.
I mean, I meant when I just said lead guitarist, I meant rhythm.
Oh, okay.
I know the
That
lead
makes more
guitarist
sense.
is Kevin Scaff. I mean, I'm almost positive that Josh is the
Bass guitars.
the rhythm,
Oh,
and that
okay.
Neil is the bassist. But I'm so sorry. Like,
He loves you guys.
He
Genuinely loves you guys. Please don't slap him in front of me.
Like, I
I'll
don't
cry.
agree with your politics at every point, but everything else about you makes me horny.
He would fuck your hands.
I'd fuck your eyeballs.
Just give him the choice.
I'm one of the least gay people I know, and I would fuck each and every
That's
one
true.
of you and let you run a train on me just to know that you knew my name.
That's such a weird thing. Like, just knowing you, I know for a fact you are like
I
one
just
of the
want to
least
be
gay people.
acknowledged.
Just say I exist.
I'm not gay. I just talk about other guys' penises for fun because it's hilarious and it makes other people uncomfortable. That is one of the things. Like, every time there's a certain person at work that literally all the time, at least once a week, goes, "You want to know how I know you're gay?" I'm not gay. I just make people uncomfortable for fun. Not that being gay makes me uncomfortable or should make people uncomfortable, but when you come on to somebody out of nowhere, it should make them uncomfortable.
Right.
When they thought you were married in a heterosexual relationship. Getting back to a day to remember. Like, Kevin Scaff is one of the best people to interpret his own riffs on electric and go, this is how it would be better on acoustic.
Yes.
And you can see that through 3 songs specifically that they released. It's called Homesick, a song about the weekend, and
Miles away. Oh,
No,
and I
not
wish
that
this
one.
didn't mean so much to me.
no, that's one of their first
Monument?
albums. We don't talk about that.
Dude,
Even
I
though
love
Monument
Monument.
is great.
Monument's so good.
The other one. Fuck. I can't remember what it's called. And it's the one where
All I Want.
Yeah, All I Want. And that's the one where both of them are just as good as each other. Like, both the acoustic and the electric version are
Yes.
on par with each
yeah.
other.
I think
But
that's fair.
Homesick and A Song About the Weekend, the acoustic versions are better. And I think they know that. I mean, the acoustic versions are fucking Mozart.
Dude, I love the video for it because they brought every one of their metal friends into it. I even saw Matt Heafy from Trivia show
Which
up in
one?
it. All I Want.
Dude, I
Like the
don't know.
electric
version.
It's okay. You don't have to know.
I don't watch a lot of music videos, so I don't even know if I've seen that one.
I'm going to circle back to my original, I guess, point. We've been talking about this. So I'm going to invest. Like, I guess it's part of my brain rationalizing the extreme expense involved, but I'm about to invest a large sum of money in my dream acoustic guitar. Yeah, go ahead and get that. Oh, yeah. Hell
That
yeah.
tasted like medicine.
And that's a good, I guess, segue for this beer. He's finally going to get to try the East Ciders.
Yeah,
pineapple ale.
I haven't tried the pineapple. Before you came over, I did try the blood orange.
You slut. But no, I'm going to invest
I
heavily.
get drunk when I have company or when I'm going over to somebody's house.
Or when you're by yourself.
Or when I'm by myself and my wife's not home to tell me don't do that. Stop spending money on alcohol. Because, listeners, I'm unstable. So, what were you saying?
So I'm about to invest in one of my first legacy instruments.
Yeah, so you play electric guitar
A lot.
on a professional level, but not getting paid most of
Correct.
the times.
Yeah.
Just like the intro that you will be putting into this, that's all him.
That's some masturbatory riff.
That he just was like, I want to fucking play guitar, and then he just came up with, and he was like,
That was actually my first song that I written.
well, that's that I written.
That I had written.
Good grammar.
Yes.
Good grammar for a guy that I know.
It seemed right in my head. All right. Come on, a little strong, bud.
We both know that I'm stronger. What What do you do?
Yeah.
Type things for a living?
God, I do. Damn it.
I lift 20...
I pick up controllers for for cranes.
I have a story about that written on my arm that I gotta mention. Okay. And both of our for science things that one of them I came up with today.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, no, he plays guitar at a professional level but doesn't get paid for it. That the intro is all him playing, I assume, 3 different... There's 2 guitars going at the same time, right? You played 2 different things, melded them together. I don't know audio.
Yeah, that's actually not even like the full track. So there's another guitarist who's going to play a dual track of his stuff, and there's no bass on it either. It's a fun fact. It sounds really full just because of my tone.
Because I've heard what you've sent me is that 3 separate tracks melded together.
It's the drum track, and then my guitar track switched to 2 channels. I have a really, really good guitar tone. It sounds very full.
Okay, so anyway, I have no idea what he just said, but he did all that by himself is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Also, that drum, I forgot that there's a drum in there. That was all him just on a computer. So, but, and now but that's like what he's known for, like also being the only black guy that we work with. I only know him from work. The 3 things, the things that he's known for is being that black guy that doesn't do anything. I don't see that as him. I see him as one of my closest friends. That's what everybody else says. But
I heard wizard today. Someone called me a wizard at work.
That's fantastic. One of the other things he's known for is that guy who thinks he can play guitar. I know that to be not true. It's the guy who can play guitar. But when they say guitar, they're referring to electric guitar. He has also mentioned to me that he does not play acoustic to his expectations of himself. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And
my
he
standards
is spending
what,
$1 million on acoustic guitar?
Damn near. Damn near. I'm saving about $3,000.
You're an idiot.
Dude, when you want it, you want it. There was a magical moment, like I don't know what that was. It sounded like a boat, but we're nowhere near water.
It was a 5.0 Mustang. You cunt.
There was a serious moment when I would go to guitar shops as a young youth.
A young youth?
A young youth, not
as
an old youth.
As opposed to an old youth?
Yeah, we're old youths right now.
Like Benjamin Button, your namesake?
Yes.
Throwback to the first episode, motherfuckers.
There was a magical moment where me and a bandmate at the time were perusing guitar shops, and we had gone to one of our local shops, which unfortunately is no longer open.
Which is that?
Is Red Dirt Guitars.
Okay.
So they were over in Yukon, Oklahoma. Super cool. Very respectful. Every single time I came in, they let me just fucking tear up their expensive instruments, though I had no money. And that's where I came across this instrument. This is a Gibson SJ200, and it's Gibson guitars, which already is an expensive instrument by itself. Just the second you fucking slap the name Gibson on a guitar, it's just increased by $1,000 in value. I picked up their most expensive acoustic electric guitar that they manufacture. I didn't know it at the time, but when I strummed it, I was like, this feels different.
No, tell me what you really felt. Actually, I'll tell you what you really felt. You strummed it and you went,
No, it was
I know
crazy.
And I'll say, I know exactly what you mean.
Dude, I got nervous. Like, I felt goosebumps when I strummed it, because I wasn't a good guitarist at the time, and I won't say I'm necessarily a good guitarist now because I know what that truly means, but I sounded so much better just with that instrument in my hands.
Okay, but tell the listeners exactly the environment. Like, literally, what were the walls made of when you strummed that?
They were guitars all around me. They were an old, crusty man who looked like he was just wrecked on weed.
Were the walls made of wood? Were the guitars kept in a separate place? adjacent from the...
No, it was an open store. The open
it's
store.
not Guitar Center?
No, this was not Guitar Center.
Guitar Center tricks you by making their acoustic
Yes.
guitars only available to play
In a wood-treated room that's also humidified.
So you go, this sounds fucking amazing.
And it can be the cheapest shit.
It's a Gibson Maestro.
Oh, God. Yeah, this wasn't that. I picked up that instrument, and I strummed, like, the first chord, and I was like, this hits different. Because I'm trendy and relevant. Follow us, fucking Patreon. But in all seriousness, I was like, this sounds amazing. I don't sound this good. I never sound this good. But when I played that specific instrument, I sounded good. Like, good. No holds barred. I sounded good. And I just kept playing. Me and my buddy, we had written a couple songs together, and we were going through our set in a store, because that's what you do as a teenager. You play your songs for people, and you hold them hostage in a guitar store because they can't leave. They're just going to have to listen. And everything sounded so good. And my buddy was like, hey, man, let me try that guitar. And that was the first time I had turned the instrument over, and I'd seen the price tag hanging off of it. And it said $3,800. And I was like, oh, I can't afford this. I gave it to him so fast, like, I can't fucking touch this. I can't be touching this, because I will have to work like 30 jobs just to afford the down payment for this.
Yep.
And from that point, like, I knew, like, I have to get that instrument at one point. It wasn't pretty. I don't think it's an attractive looking guitar. But I know what I felt when I played it. And when you pick up an instrument like that, it doesn't make you a better artist, but it brings you to your full potential at that time.
Yep.
Because you're not fighting it at that point.
Exactly.
It's just letting you do what you want to do and making you sound the best you can. And I will never sell that instrument, so I'm much more comfortable spending a higher premium for it. So I got all up in my feels, knowing that I would never sell that instrument, knowing that it would go down to my grandkids, and then my grandkids' children, so great-grandchildren. It's like that's going to be my legacy instrument. This is just going to be Grandpa's guitar.
When I was in high school, me and my buddy Brian would go.
Do I need to bleep that?
Brian. B-R-I-A-N.
Store that story.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're back. We had to take a potty break.
So you're talking about that $1 million guitar.
You were talking about Brian.
Oh, yeah. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Russ actually took care of us. We have work tomorrow, so this drinking is irresponsible.
Yeah, we decided to record this on Thursdays
because we're adults and we're smart. Body Armor is going to be our next brew review, so we're going to hydrate a little bit so that we can actually clock in on time and not hate ourselves.
Oh, I'll clock in on time, but I'll just take a shit.
A long shit that takes about an hour until you can talk to regular human beings. Oh, man. What are you looking for? You're just rustling around at such a high degree.
It's my namesake.
What is it, buddy? Is Jenny trapped in a well?
Where's my pen?
Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause real quick. All right, and we're back.
I found my pen. I was sitting on it. Am I coming through? Because I can't hear myself.
Yeah, I can't hear anything myself. I can see we're coming through.
Okay.
I just can't hear it.
That's good. That's the best part.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway, we're hydrating. Thank you, Russ, for getting us some actual water. I know I need it.
So, yeah.
So, tell me about Brian.
Okay, so I kind of have a nostalgia trip every time I think about this, so I kind of exaggerate. But I'll say every weekend, but it definitely wasn't. We went probably like 4 times. So we'd go to Guitar Center in Appleton, Wisconsin, because it was the closest Guitar Center to us. It was like 20, 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
we'd go into their acoustic room and we'd just fucking jam. We'd skip the electrics, we'd skip the fucking pianos, all that bullshit.
Oh shit!
Go straight to the acoustic room because that's all we fucking did. You haven't seen mine and his. Few episodes back during a break, I showed you some of my performances quotes.
Yeah.
The one of the ones that I didn't show you was me and him winning the talent show one of the years.
You're holding out on me, Russ.
Yeah, no, you can do that on your own time.
I'm not gonna watch videos of you in my free time.
Don't lie to me. But yeah, no, it was we would fucking jam out all the time. And so we'd go to Guitar Center a lot. I say that, but it's a lie. We really didn't go that much. We'd go straight to the acoustic room and we'd fucking find the most expensive guitar that
wasn't locked up,
that the 20-year-old would let us 15-year-olds touch. And we'd jam out, and it was like everybody in the store was listening to us. I mean, it was amazing, except nobody was listening to us.
You felt like you were captivating them.
Yeah, I mean, when you're
that young,
there's a certain zone that you get into. I hate
strokery.
Yeah, whatever that word is. It starts with an F. It's not flagellation because that's when you beat yourself. But it's like
self-filleting.
Yeah,
fellatio. Autofellatio.
So close. Self-suck and self-beat are so close. I really get embarrassed when I talk about self-fellatio. But, like, man, you get in a zone when you feel like you're performing. Because I have two different modes. There's me singing, and it's not Johnny Cash. It's a little bit more sing than Johnny Cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But less than, like, performance. And then there's me performing. And I when I start jamming with somebody, I start out in that semi Johnny Cash, just pretending type thing, and slowly all of a sudden fade into my eyes are closed and I thought that there was 1 million people watching.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been my dream, is to just be famous. Because I am Hannah Montana. And I get the best of both worlds, except both of those worlds are touching shit with my gloved hands and being a slave for a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
You gotta love it, man. Oh. This is our reality.
But yeah, like, it's just so serendipitous. Check that word off my list. And
next word of the week?
Yeah. And it just... But yeah, we do that. It was just amazing.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than that.
I totally understand, except every time we'd grab a guitar, it was a Taylor.
Dude, yeah. So the current Taylor that I do own a Taylor, and that was this currently holds the standing as my most expensive instrument, except for my Gibson Studio, which is in such poor shape. I purchased it for like $400. So it's not, I didn't spend that much for it. Some people may value it at that, but no, it's not even close. My Taylor acoustic is currently my most expensive one, and it's just that they're not the lowest end model.
They're close to, though.
But it's damn close to their lowest end model.
It's crazy. So,
it's a good guitar. I'm not saying it's not. It's a really good guitar.
No, like, from their base model, Taylors make
really good guitar.
They're so good. But like it's crazy how different brands can be, different manufacturers can be. Because like I found out that Fenders make really good acoustic guitars for harmonics. And if you don't know what harmonics are,
then why are you listening to us,
no,
you nerds?
Not why are you listening to us, because you might like dick talk, and we're boring you right now. But like, if you don't know what harmonics are the sound that I can't describe without actually doing it.
you pretty much cut the fundamental frequency out, and so you're hearing the partial frequencies ring out, and so it sounds higher pitched. It sounds like a bell almost.
Yeah,
like a chimey bell.
I was gonna interrupt, and so
I'm a guitar instructor. You can fuck yourself.
I was gonna try and put that in layman's terms, but yes, kind of like a bell without. It's even softer though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what harmonics are, and really it doesn't show up in pop music. So
yeah,
I don't know how to give an example, but Fenders apparently
they have it down to a science.
There is a science for harmonics. Yeah, like my guitar, it was $280. I bought it in cash.
Fuck yeah.
My senior year, the first time, and I'm not trying to yank my own penis, but it was the first time that I was at a singing competition for my school, and it was the first time that I didn't get a perfect score since 7th grade.
Oh
or something
no,
like that. But we had a plan, me and my dad, to go to the local instrument store and see if I could get a guitar because I had a job finally, and I fell in love with this guitar. The one thing about it's a Olympia is the model or sub brand or whatever. I can't remember what the actual manufacturer is, but it's an Olympia. The harmonics on that are literally the only thing that is a minus to that guitar. It's it's so fucking good. And it was only $280 compared to like the $1,000 base price for a fucking Taylor, which is an amazing fucking acoustic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only problem is the harmonics, which I'm sure could be fixed with like a neck adjustment or whatever.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to shave down the bridge. But
yeah.
Regardless, I mean, you can find some serious gems at low costs, but it gets less consistent, is what I would say.
Yep.
So you're gonna find more gems at the higher price points. As a rule of thumb, callback, compared to the lower end instruments. And you can find some amazing instruments. What I would say is if you have listened to this before you had that romanticized moment that I had at a very early age with the SJ200, is find an amazing guitar that sounds good to your ear, that you play really well, and you feel like you are a better artist when you are playing it.
Yeah,
regardless of the price tag.
Yeah, like
because it can be a $30 acoustic.
As Ben just said, in one day, become an idiot savant and decide that you sound perfect and you're just the best guitarist ever on one certain single guitar. You have perfect pitch and you've never taken lessons before. No. What I did
no, disregard what he's saying. Find the guitar that just fits well regardless of price, because it can be a cheap guitar. It doesn't have to be an expensive guitar. And then get an LR Baggs Anthem pickup installed. It's a $300 pickup system, and it's probably going to cost you $150 to put into it.
So it's
which is a lot of fucking money
guitar
on top of whatever price you pay. Because you can get the amazing quality of a much more expensive instrument a lot cheaper. But if the guitar speaks to you, if you play well when you're playing it, then buy it. Because the fucking name on the headstock shouldn't mean that much to you. It doesn't matter as much. If you feel good, you're going to practice more. You're going to practice harder. You're going to become a better musician.
Harder?
There's a difference between just practicing and hard practice. Not flaccid practice.
Erectus practice.
Yeah.
When I was younger, when I was in high school, I was playing guitar for like 2 hours every day for fun. Like I wasn't like practicing. I was fucking jamming by myself in my basement for fun.
Nice.
I'll pick it up once a month now. And
at least there's that.
Yeah, honestly, the only skill that I've lost is the calluses on my hold fingers.
That's
my
not even a
fingers.
skill.
I know. Like the only, like everything, it's like riding a bike. Once you know what you're doing and it becomes natural, it'll always be natural. It's literally the actual physical adaptations that you lose.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, when Russell and I had first started hanging out seriously, we were working on one of his vehicles. And we were drinking.
Oh, yeah.
kind of par for the course if you know us by this point.
Yeah, I'm like way more drunk than I wanted to be before we started this. And I'm not even done yet.
You're nowhere near done.
Oh, fuck.
So when we had first started actually hanging out, we were drinking. And naturally, when you drink, you kind of get into a bit of a party mindset. Well, you know that Russ gets more comfortable than is appropriate at all times.
No, like when I first meet you, like my dick has a 45% chance of accidentally being out because I just forgot to put it back in when I finished pissing.
Yeah, there's no sexual assault involved.
45% is a low percentage when you're like talking within 100, but like when you're talking about a dick being out,
it's always a problem if it's greater than 5.
If it's greater than 0.
So he was in comfort mode, I guess, with me, which I can't say is a testament. We literally
together chugged a 30 ml bottle, 30 ml, like a 750 ml bottle of fucking Long Island iced teas.
It was good. It was a good time.
It wasn't good. It was great.
That's yeah, it was great.
As we were trying to fix my fucked truck,
which has been replaced by the Jetta at this point.
Absolutely.
So, of course, when you get to that level of drunk, it was kind of party mode a little bit until he broke out the acoustic because he's that guy.
I will always break out the acoustic and play Wonderwall for you.
I appreciate that. And it wasn't bad, but I think that was a really nice snapshot. That's one of the fastest ways to kind of let people know where you're at. And I get that. I get that level of comfort and the passion that you have toward it. And when you say that it was like a bicycle to you and that you practice once a month, that was probably one of the more convincing ways that I could have seen that.
Yeah.
So it's nice. And it's I think that was more what led us to be kindred spirits, other than the fact that we have to fight our vehicles, our main modes of transportation occasionally. We fight them off with a wrench. This is what we do. It's a thing.
Fight them off with our fists.
But it's a good time. And circling back to the original point of this story that has gone on way too long.
Yeah, no.
It was nice to know, like, I finally am in a comfortable enough spot financially that I'm actually able to get my legacy
everybody
instrument.
Subscribe to Patreon. That's why we're so comfortable. Actually, we're not. And if you're not subscribed to our Patreon,
you're robbing us. You're taking the food from our plates.
You're making us poor. We can't feed ourselves.
This is unsustainable.
And again, it's for my mental health. Support my mental health by subscribing to Patreon so that I don't have to be a slave to my job.
The American people need to subsidize our lifestyle, if you wouldn't mind.
And that wasn't a racist interpretation because he's dark-skinned, just like the president he was pretending to be.
But yeah, I'm finally in a spot where I get to actually purchase an instrument that I will keep for the rest of my life. I've owned probably, and this is an exaggeration, about 25 different guitars.
Jesus
I've
Christ,
given them away.
3.
Yeah, I've given them away. I've sold them. Some of them I built by hand. But this one is one that's going to stay with me until the day I die, or I can't play anymore. Because unfortunately, I have Parkinson's in my family. Ladies and gentlemen, Russ is like, he's filleting the microphone right now. He's licking the shit out of the pop filter. So this brings us to our next section for science. What do you have for science for us right now, Russ?
Okay, buddies. I have 2 separate topics for science.
Let's do number 1. Let's start with that.
We'll do, unless you think we're recording a 3rd episode tonight, which you're shaking your head. So I'll say both of them. Neither of them will be completely done today. I mean,
they're 2-parters.
I'm not tasing them. They're not video episodes. I'm very drunk.
You are so drunk right now.
Written on my arm right now, it says, okay, so the first one is a long haul.
Yeah.
Ben, if this podcast becomes self-sustaining, meaning everybody who's listening this subscribes to the Patreon at whatever tier, we make enough money to do this because it is somewhat financially impossible at this very moment, and it's also a danger to our physical safety,
our gainful employment.
No. Well, but first and foremost, our families could lose us forever. It's a danger to our physical, mental, everything, emotional, obviously, extreme safety. Is we're gonna take a trip to North Korea.
What?
So,
oh, no.
listeners, this is years down the line. So continue to support us because we'll say, depending on how this works out, 5, 10, or 15 years, the two of us are going to go to North Korea. This isn't a promise. This is a
Russ guarantee.
This is a idea that I'm having. For science, we'll be going to North Korea.
Okay.
As tourists. Casey Neistat, a famous YouTuber, went there. People go there all the time for a guided tour, basically. It's not as bad as everybody else pretends that it is.
I've watched the interview. I know.
Yeah, it's really not as bad. And so, look, listeners, if you want us to go to North Korea
for science,
fucking join the Patreon. That's just an idea. We'll discuss this. I'll be shot down.
That's
but
rough.
You know what?
That's a big ass.
He made me do the 1 chip challenge. So
how is that even half equivalent?
So that's just
They're gonna kill us.
No, Otto Wambach's fine.
Is he?
He's just retarded now. So
I know we don't have much to lose, but damn it, what I have I want to keep.
Okay, so that's just kind of a long haul prospect.
Okay.
This week's For Science is a challenge for you, my friend.
Is this the shitress?
No. Okay, so I have a few questions.
What's up?
I have one question
Legally
that may
obligated
lead
to
to... Yeah. No, I don't. It's not going to cause you physical pain, and it's not happening on this episode. We'll talk about it next time we record. It's going to be one of those do something for this week and let me know how it goes.
Okay.
Like you did to me. So,
right.
With the mayor. So, you don't like bands. I shouldn't name this. This is very music-centric, and it wasn't on purpose. I'm going to name some bands, and I'm going to look at your face while I say them.
Okay.
Sum 41, Good Charlotte, Simple Plan. Simple Plan's self-titled album, Simple Plan. Blink-182, their newest album. Okay. This week, every day, anytime you put in earbuds, connect your phone to your Bluetooth in your Mustang, anything, anytime music becomes a thing, you will only listen to what I know you would consider songs that you shouldn't listen to. Because you've told me that you really only appreciate the punk metal scene when it is interesting musically. So, creative, right? You don't like bubblegum bullshit.
I mean, I think there's a lot more nuance to it than that.
No, there's not. You can say that all you want, but I don't say that you're wrong.
So
I
don't
disagree.
I like a guy called what is it, Captain Jack, who does German electronica, and that is almost as bubblegum as it gets. It's not Barbie Girl, but it's damn fucking close. You know what I mean? So I can listen to an arrangement and appreciate it for that.
All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. I'm changing up my idea. My idea initially was a
Did
branch.
I just make it worse?
Yeah, you made it worse.
Fuck.
So because of how pretend nice you were being, my idea originally was just to make you only listen to from now till we start recording the next episode anytime you listen.
So you want to record like tomorrow?
No, this is going to be next week or whenever, depending on if I blow up a truck again.
Right.
Psalm 41.
Psalm 41? Okay. Is there any album to highlight?
No, it's changed now. So you fucked yourself. Now you will only be listening, and I swear to God, if you diverge from this process, you have fucked science.
I would never do that.
Albert Einstein.
But consensually, I would fuck science.
Motherfucking Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson will be rolling.
The champ?
Wait, that's his. Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's his actual
Neil
fucking
deGrasse
name.
Tyson, yes. That's his correct name.
Mike deGrasse Tyson. I was trying to make a play on words.
Nielsen, deGrasse, and
but
McTyson.
that's his actual fucking name.
Degrassi?
If you fuck this, they will be rolling in their graves, and I will hold
He's
it
not
against
dead.
you. And I will do
Bill
something.
Nye?
I will do some. If you fuck this, if you lie to me, and I will know if you're lying to me, you autistic asshole.
You'll never know.
I will know.
You might know.
I will make you do something worse than the one chip challenge. From now till the time we record again for science, you will only listen to what they play on top 40 stations. Nicki Minaj, Louis Capaldi, motherfucking The Weeknd.
I like
John
The Weeknd.
Bellion.
I have a Weeknd CD in my desk drawer.
That's upsetting.
I don't give a shit.
You will only listen to them. I can make it worse. I will text you. If I feel that it's not bad enough, I'll make it worse.
So you have complete and total control of my radio.
Listen. Again,
Wait,
listeners.
does top 40 count as our local rock stations?
No.
So you're saying I have to scrub through all the static until I finally find a... I don't have like one of the digital ones that stops at a special spot in the dial. I have to like literally scrub through static until I get a clear signal. That is so frustrating. I spend so much time, company time. I get paid so much money just scrubbing through my radio static.
Motherfucker, you could have spent the next week listening to the equivalent of Fat Lip by Psalm 41.
Not bad.
But you fucked yourself.
I've had the same request done. My voice coach actually requested that I listen to pop music.
It's too
for an
late
entire
now,
week.
Motherfucker. Don't pretend like you're...
I don't give a
getting out of this
shit. I can
scot-free.
do this. This is fine. I will report back what the shittiest songs are, though.
All right. Well, you changed it again. I'm not fucking with you.
I don't care.
When you get home today, you will burn a CD. Do you have CD-ROM at your house?
I will no longer be honest with you because I'm not going to sacrifice my own financial capital towards something stupid like this.
Does the radio... Fuck! You're ruining my bit.
Suck it.
I want you to figure out a way to only listen to Barbie Girl. Not cover the original, motherfucker.
It's never happening.
The only music you're allowed to listen to for the next week
I will
is
quit my company.
either Barbie Girl or equivalent.
So German pop. German electro pop.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I will meet you in the middle.
And then go back to the original.
I want you to go home today from this recording. Buy a Nicki Minaj album of your choosing.
I will spend your money on a Nicki Minaj album, but I will not financially support her or the things that she does. I refuse.
But WAP or something.
I don't. I'm not
even
paying
be-
for that.
That may not even be Nicki Minaj.
I will never pay for pussy, wet ass pussy or otherwise.
Well, my next for science was Amsterdam. No, it wasn't.
So top 40 for the next week exclusively. Okay.
Listen,
I get that.
The whole point of this, and you're going to have to help me because you're the logical person.
You're trying to break me like the Winter Soldier.
I'm not necessarily trying to break you. Originally, I was just trying to get you to appreciate my nostalgia because on my drive home from, I don't even know where, my in-laws' house with my wife, I fell into a nostalgia pit and we listened to only Good Charlotte and Sum 41.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That upsets me because I was under the impression there was something wrong with that.
No, I love Fall Out Boy.
You.
So I can recite.
Don't fucking say bullshit.
I can recite From Under the Cork Tree.
That's fine.
Verbatim.
That's fine. But after Infinity on High,
I may not be able to do that one.
So don't say Fall Out Boy. Say early Fall Out Boy.
Because they're two different bands.
Yeah, they're completely
two different
different.
bands.
They're completely different. New Fall Out Boy is the exact same bullshit as Rise Against. Bullshit is what they are. They're for fucking 16-year-old girls who have a boyfriend who made them depressed. Why do I know that? Because I was the boyfriend.
Oh my goodness! One of my I posted a Fall Out Boy song, on my Facebook account because I knew that my recent ex who had cheated on me. So fuck her.
I'm sure you did.
I did, regrettably.
Is this the one who is currently married to somebody that we used to work with?
No.
You can cut that if you want. I just think
I don't
it's
give
hilarious.
a shit. I don't care.
Against your knowledge, by the way.
Yes, until 2 days. So a gentleman that
until
my ex's husband was working with me for about a year.
Probably over a year.
A little over a year.
Absolutely no idea that this man was married.
Was my
to
ex's husband.
And you talked to her father-in-law, who also works with us on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And without knowing, and the only advantage that you
No,
had,
I knew that the father-in-law. I knew about the father.
Yeah, but you didn't know he was.
That's how I met him.
Yeah, but you didn't know that his son-in-law was also a coworker.
Yeah,
and he never fucking said anything.
He never said a word. He was so brief, and everyone.
But it's not because he's an asshole. It's because he's aloof.
I don't know how to respond to that either, Siri.
I don't know how that happened, but I kind of want to. I want to. Siri thought I said asshole is Casey aloof.
Oh no.
I don't even know where that came from.
Oh God. But yeah. He was aloof. I was aloof. It was all sorts of misinformation.
Help me rationalize this into something that would make you. What kind of music do you dislike? That's what I was getting at. I thought you didn't like Sum 41 type music.
I am not one of the types of people that will immediately get mad at other people when they listen to something.
I'm not saying
because I don't form my identity on a specific genre.
I'm not saying that.
Though I do wear almost exclusively a metal band merchandise.
I'm not asking you what you judge other people for.
What do I hate?
No, not what do you hate. What do you not prefer to listen to? What music?
That's a big ask, dude.
What genre of music the majority of the time doesn't pique your interest? Is it classical? Is it country? Is it Nicki Minaj?
It's probably smooth.
Jump in my hoopty hoop.
It's
own
probably
that.
Smooth jazz.
I didn't pay my rent this month. I owe that.
The manager. It's probably smooth jazz because I never actively listen to it. I do have some radio stations set on my radio for our pop, like top 40, top 100 pop.
Okay.
But smooth jazz is probably one I don't actively listen to.
Either you're trying super hard to get out of this, or you're trying. Or
if you want me to listen to shitty music, then we should probably do like Barney kids music exclusively. If that's what you're getting at?
Okay.
like SpongeBob.
Okay, you fucked yourself.
Fucking cartoon intro music. But do know that you're getting rid of any wiggle room. You don't get to say no to My for Sciences.
I don't know. I haven't said no yet.
Yeah? Well, we're setting a precedent. We're
As
setting
long
a,
as my
a dangerous
asshole,
precedent.
my penis, and my life isn't at stake.
He's in.
Yes, motherfucker. If I can
Russ
afford
said it first.
If I can afford it.
If there are no financial stakes. And I wouldn't do that to you.
I know you wouldn't.
I wouldn't
because
do
you're a reasonable human being, and I am not. So, again, you fucked yourself. Kids Bop and only Kids Bop.
That's fair. I think Kids Bop is a fair...
Can you and are you willing to either purchase or find a way to only listen to Kids Bop? I know you have a fucking Adventure Times bullshit radio in your office.
If you will purchase the Kids Bop CD, I will listen to it on
financial stake.
If I'm driving to work and I'm using my aux cord or my Bluetooth from my phone, I will keep it solely on Kids Bop. And I will not, to add to this, I will not explain it to my girlfriend what's happening.
That'll be perfect.
I will just hold her hostage.
Here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. You mentioned fucking stipulations on accident. If your radio, I can't buy stuff because I'm poor. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Your wife is watching your financials like a hawk.
Yeah, because I'm irresponsible. If your radio is incapable or is not currently in your office playing Kids Bop, either you find a way through your means to make it play Kids Bop, or you don't have music playing.
Oh, God, you're going to make these 9-hour days suck so much more.
Why do you think I picked now?
You want me to suffer to the same degree you are?
It's just a week.
That's fair.
But I have to listen to a toothless fucking meth head tell me how to do my job that I've been doing for 2 years perfectly, according to our boss.
Just walk away. In the middle of his sentences, just leave.
I do.
Just do it every time.
I have been for the past 6.
Then what's the problem?
He has legs?
Go to the bathroom.
I have. You know what he does?
What's that? Does he go into the stall with you?
He stands at a reasonable...
No, he doesn't.
Semi-reasonable, what he considers reasonable amount of space away from the bathroom and awaits me to fucking come out to continue the conversation that I didn't want to have.
Just turn right back around.
So, motherfucker, if I have to spend 9 hours doing something I despise... Because he's also taken the role of my interim boss while my actual boss is getting surgery.
Fuck.
Except the actual boss keeps getting his surgeries canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Yet this toothless meth head who lives in a motel still pretends to be my boss.
Yes. Oh, he's going to ride that. He's going to ride it so hard.
Like a fucking porn star.
Like he's getting paid to, because he is.
Without the actual benefit of that position.
Yeah.
If I have to deal with that bullshit, you're going to not listen to music unless it's Kids Bop.
Okay, motherfucker. You know what you're robbing me of, right? Like, there's a reason why I only wear music gear.
What am I robbing you of? Happiness?
Yeah, for a week.
Yeah.
All of my recreational listening, like, I'm going to spend a lot of time editing my own music into these videos. Just as an escape. Unless you want to edit these.
If at any point you feel like you're escaping from this bullshit, stop trying to escape.
It's effortless.
I'm so scared of what's gonna happen. This is
dude. The next podcast is gonna just be like, hey, I just want to talk.
You're gonna be such a fucking zombie.
Okay, so Kids Bop. Well, they have a pretty extensive catalog now, so I think I can find a way. I can sing louder than them. I have a volume knob.
So, to circle back to last episode.
I'll find a way. If you open up your eyes.
It's gonna take some time
to realize. All right,
and if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find that over your shoulder,
you know that I'll always be lifting you up when you're lifting you down.
Oh,
So just turn around. Demonetized.
Drake and Josh, everybody.
I fucking love Drake and Josh.
I don't know what I was saying. I got in the zone.
Exactly. It's such a good song. But no, I can find those Drake and Josh moments throughout the entire extensive Kids Bop, and I will outsing them. I will become a better singer.
I perform
just because of this.
So, again, to circle back to the last episode where I talked about the NSYNC song, I performed that song in front of my kindergarten class.
Your family hoard you out for your voice. Either that or they were the supporting, loving family I've never known.
With the Kids Bop bad track.
That's a thing? They just offered it, or you just had it playing at a lower volume in the background?
No, I played it at regular volume.
Okay. I'm going to go piss in your house. And
Go
not your house,
right
I mean our
it's
studio
called an
bathroom.
office. We rent this place
with money that we don't earn from our jobs.
It's your place, privately owned by your
me.
parents. Did you stop the recording?
Not
Don't stop the
residents.
recording. I'll fill.
Yeah, you will. I'll fill you. What?
Listeners. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's listen to the Day to Remember again. And it'll be fucking fuck. It'll be fair use because I'm gonna sing over it. We're gonna jam out together, everybody. Oh, they're bullshit. Okay. I haven't liked any of their newer songs. Because they suck. It really upsets me that every one of their songs since Common Courtesy has just made me upset. I didn't fill. At all? I tried to, but nothing was loading.
So I used toilet seat protectors backwards until the age of 25.
I got to pee so bad. Can you save this? Or can you just tell our audience?
So you're going to send us off. You're going to send us off right now. This is the end of the episode.
How long have we been recording?
Long enough. Also, what are you going to send us off with? What's our last brew for this episode?
1, 2, or 3.
2. That doesn't mean anything, does it?
Don't ruin it.
It meant something when I say it. Just like when I say I love you. It means something. Fucker. This pulls out the same beer that we've already had. It's like the shittiest magician pulling like what he hopes is a rabbit. Is this diabetes?
Blood orange. I got to piss.
Sounds metal
so
as fuck.
bad.
All right, love you guys. Patreon.
I love you and I want you.
Fucking subscribe, like.
It's all in the fucking
tiers.
notes.
I don't know.
Click the links in the description. Hit either follow or subscribe or, pay us money. I love you.
It's gonna take some time to read.